Hi, everybody. Welcome, friends. Thanks for being here. I'm going to do what everybody else is doing, talking about um, 47's health. And I'm going to be doing it not in a judgmental way, just a matter of fact, as much as I can. Join me if you'd like to use your own intuition. And I'm going to ask some questions out loud and see if you're on the same page with me. I have not watched, I know everybody's doing this. I haven't watched a single video on this. I just see the headlines. And yeah, I know I have saw somebody, was it Keith Edwards, I think, showed somebody predicting, DJT has 6 to 8 months to live. I don't know that we can do that from a distance, if we don't have any information. I can do that if I have a hospice patient and I'm looking at somebody, from their bedside, and I know we're talking days or weeks or months. I can usually do days, weeks, or months. But I don't know if we can do that with Donald. I also feel that he's got a pretty strong will, so we don't know. Okay. Now, I don't use cards, like I said, and I'm just going to use my body as my intuitive guide. I want to know about his mental health, physical health. I want to know what his team is thinking, what Elon's thinking, what JD Vance is thinking. Okay, so we surround ourselves with a golden light, golden white light. We just invite that in, and we ask our team here, our intuitive guidance team. This is for entertainment purposes only, and we're only doing this because Donald is uh, in the spotlight. He's a world leader. That's why we're tuning in, not because we're not trying to pry into somebody's private business. He is a public figure. So I'm going to make sure we understand that. This would only be for somebody like this that we will do it. Okay, so let's look at his physical, if we can, look at his physical health. I'm just going to, but overall, I just want to see when I tune in, and I'm just going to imagine myself as him. First of all, I feel very tired. I feel like I'm falling asleep all the time. I feel like I'm going like this. Easy, boy, easy, all the time, even at meals or whatever. Like I'm even watching the news. Or I'm listening to something and I'm falling asleep. Okay. So whenever we see him, he has been prepared with medically or something, some way, to be on public stage. Because I know he does sometimes fall asleep in the public, but this seems to be quite extreme to me. I feel really tired. I also feel confused. Like I have to be told all the time, what day is it? Who's the president? Um, it's time to eat. I feel like my food tastes have changed. I feel like I like ice cream. I like malts, milkshakes. I like that now and then. I'm sure they're adding in protein and vitamins to this because I feel like he likes to eat in the morning and at noon and dinner time, not so much, which would be typical of a patient with dementia. I also do feel at 4 o'clock, I keep seeing the number 4, 4 p.m. I am either I'm zonked out asleep or I'm agitated. I feel like I'm one or the other. And if you say anything wrong to me, I'm agitated. And I feel like I have my days and nights mixed up sometimes. It's getting harder for me to keep it straight. And also, I don't think I don't know how much he's been playing golf lately, but I don't feel like I'm really interested in it. I actually even wonder if he does play golf, if it's really him or somebody that looks like him. Okay, now, he still wants to be in control. I see that. He's got enough stubbornness to do this. But here's his helpers, his caretakers are almost giving him an agenda that isn't related to what's really happening, but they're just giving him some news, fake news, whatever, so that he can present that or think that's what's going on. And it's not. reality. They're not feeding, it doesn't feel like he's getting reality. Actually, I think if he did, he would be agitated. Okay, I do feel like he is mad though, going about Gavin Newsom, his stuff. He doesn't think it's funny. No, he thinks he's mad, but whatever. Um, okay, now let's look at his mental health. I'm confused. My brain is like gray. I'm seeing gray. Like really things are not clear at all in my mind. Uh, yeah, I think this is why he makes stuff up. And his team knows, American and also the world knows he's always been wacky on his whatever he talks about. And it doesn't make sense. But even now that it's worse, they think we're just used to it and we expect it. And so no biggie, right? No biggie. He's just being himself. That's what they feel like. And they feel like they can get away with it. Like the American public will, the MAGA people will still love him, even if he's having these challenges, which is probably true. I'm sure. But also, uh, of course, we know he's not fit to be president. So, with all these challenges that he has. Now, um, let's look at, I feel like I'm coughing more for some reason, or I'm getting food stuck in my throat, or something like that here. Okay. Maybe it's not coughing, but I feel like I'm swallowing is not so good. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel that with him. I do get a little bit of chest pain. It's not bad. I do feel some of that, but I do feel overall I am swollen. Overall, my whole body. It's not just my ankles. It's my tummy, my lungs, my heart, even a little bit of my arms. I just feel like I'm kind of swollen, retaining water. Okay. And well, I mean, of course, because he likes food that has you dip in ketchup or now I think it's shakes, ice cream shakes. But he has to be talked to like he's a toddler because it's almost like he has to be convinced to even put on this suit versus another suit, pajama time versus day clothes. I feel like I don't even know, and I feel like I want to get up at 2 a.m. and put on a suit. I feel like I'm confused. Okay, so it's pretty bad actually. And I'm going to just look at kidneys here because I know there's a talk about taking IV Vumax or Lasix, and which is very hard on the kidneys. And let's just see one. Ooh, okay, you guys, everything's entertainment purposes only. I feel like he's got about 25% kidney function. That's not end stage yet. I'm pretty sure, but it's not good. Like anything could tip him over, you know, tip over the kidney function here. Also, whatever he's eating does feel like it might be high sugar. He likes sugar. I don't know if that's true or not. Whatever he's eating might be converted to sugar. Yeah, I kind of feel that. Okay. I don't know if he has diabetes, but it kind of feels like he does. All right. And we're going to look at anything else we need to know. Yeah, time-wise, time. Let's look at the time. I don't know. I feel October's big. I like he could have an event, and when I say event, it could be just a fall, and he couldn't be up in the hospital for 2 weeks in October, and that could lead to JD Vance coming in. And then there's that transition. I feel like it would be that kind of a transition. Like he's not going to just all of a sudden pass, and then JD Vance steps in. I feel like there's a more of a transition. Okay, maybe November is more likely that JD Vance, November, December. Now, again, I've been wrong a lot on these kinds of things, so on these dates and times, but And then JD Vance, how he feels about this. He's scared. I feel scared. Okay, the reason he's scared is he's not in control. He actually doesn't believe what he, and I don't, okay, I feel like he and his wife are not getting along. Oh, that's not good at all. Whew. But he's scared for his life. That's weird. He's scared for, it's like he's being told what to do. And if he doesn't, yeah, we don't know what would happen to him. He doesn't know what would happen if he doesn't. He's under a lot of stress. He'll never let you know that. He's a very good actor. He can pretend, and he put on a good talk. But I think he's scared, and I also think he's got several people controlling him. I'm sure it's a part Project 2025. Maybe it's Elon Musk, maybe it's Stephen Miller, I don't know, but they all are together in this. And everybody's talking. I feel like everybody's talk, and they've got a plan. They've got a plan. I think that they're already thinking about Trump's going, his health wise is going down. So now they're planning this. This is not new plan. They've been thinking about it forever, probably before the election. Um, yeah, for sure, right? Before the election, they've been planning this. They knew this would happen. Okay, but I feel like I'm really scared. And in a way, JD Vance feels I'd almost rather die than have to do all this. There's one part of him that's the ego part that's just, likes the notoriety, but no, he's not enjoying it though. Okay, I'm sorry, looking over there. I've got a lot of birds in my bird bath. Okay, it's hot. It's still hot here, quite a bit hot. All right. Now what else? I want to look at Melania. How is she feeling? How is Melania feeling around Donald's decline? No, she's cold as stone. She has got her mind. I don't know if she has a boyfriend, but it feels like she has a boyfriend. That's where her focus is. I don't think she's even involved. I don't think she even knows anything. Or maybe she hears whispers and she's counting her money. I mean, that sort of thing. Um, that's what it looks like to me. She's, she's whatever she needs to do for Barron, which I don't think is much now, but just make sure he's got enough money is what it feels like. That Barron has enough money, almost like for his life. And she wants to make sure she has enough for her life. And I feel like, I mean, I know she wants to go on a vacation and take a cruise and, and be with this boyfriend. I don't know, guys. I could be wrong. Okay. Now let's look at Elon Musk and what is he thinking around Donald's apparent health decline. He doesn't care. Oh, it's a statistic for him. He knew it. Actually, it doesn't matter to him. One way or the other, he's going to get what he wants. Whether it's with Trump or JD or whoever's in there, he's got enough connections around the world. It's like he has no heart in the game at all. He doesn't care. There's no compassion, emotional attachment. No, he's very, very almost like a self-contained robot. Like there's no reaching out. His heart doesn't reach out. I don't care which direction or to whom. Nobody. That's what it feels like. He's very much like a steel robot with confusion. Okay. All right. That's what it feels like to me. Okay, guys. So again, we know his health is being compromised. Obviously, it's compromised. We don't know the time, but it feels in the near. I feel more near than away, but I've been time-wise, and I've been wrong before. I'm usually pretty good when I'm talking personal one-to-ones, on a regular person, but we're talking about the president, and for some reason, this whole thing about the time with the presidency and everything, I've been off, so I don't want to say for sure, but it actually feels like October, November feels pretty significant here. I don't know. I will be surprised just like you. Okay. And I'll be surprised if there is nothing. I'll be surprised either way. And everybody pretty much that he's working with is like, I, I don't know, not almost, they don't have any feelings. There's no feelings here. They are just like that. Empty, empty. That's it. That's the better word. Okay, you guys, so here we are, and what can we do? We find our own light. Okay, we're gonna get that stuff is not us. That stuff is interesting. It's very interesting because it will change some things, perhaps, but maybe not even change that much for us. We got to take care of our own self because what's out there isn't going to change much in here. Okay, except our reaction to it. So you stay strong, you stay in the love, the real emotion, which is the most pure emotion of love, okay? And find that, whatever joy that brings you, whatever, wherever you find your joy, whether it's me watching the little birdies getting their bird bath today, or, or, walking my dogs, although that's not always that fun. It's a lot of work. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, much love to everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.